Hi, I'm Tucker. I'm a manufacturing engineer with Rise Armament, and today we're going to look at installing one of our drop-in triggers. To start, we're going to remove our upper from our lower, and first we're going to check to make sure our rifle is clear, and it is. There's no rounds in the chamber, so we're simply going to push our takedown pins in, pop them out, remove the upper, and set it aside. So to start, we're going to remove our grip. What you're going to need is a 3/16 Allen wrench. And for a lot of you, you're probably using mag pull grips, so you're going to remove this base plate. And then you're going to loosen your screw. Remove your grip, your screw. You'll have your detent spring in your grip, and you'll want to kind of try and get your detent out as well. Set that aside. Next, we're going to remove our hammer pin. First, release your hammer forward. Make sure not to slap your bolt catch. Simply take some sort of punch that's a little smaller than the pin. Pop that pin out. Take out your hammer, then we'll do our trigger pin. And remove the trigger after you take the safety selector out. So next we're going to install one of these Rise Armament triggers. I'm going to go ahead and install our RA140, which is our most popular model. So we're simply going to drop this trigger into the lower receiver. Then we're going to install our safety selector first. Then you'll simply take your original pins, slide them right in. And then at this point, you can put your grip back on your gun. With the standard pins, you're going to make sure you want to take a 5/64 Allen wrench and tighten down the set screws that are under the hammer spring in the sides of the housing. And once you get those tightened down, your trigger is ready to go. And with the trigger at its point now, we can also look at putting in the K&S anti-rotation pins. So just release your hammer. You're going to have to undo these set screws since they're keeping tension on your pins. Push out your original pins. And then begin to install the anti-rotation pins. I like to start with one of the plates on the pin that takes the screw holes. And then you put your front pin with the notch in. And the other side is where you can align your notch. So once you get it all lined up, you want to take your wrenches on both sides tighten down the screws. Kind of holding one side and tightening the other. Once you have those snugged up, you want to let your hammer come forward, tighten down your set screws again. After that, check to make sure your trigger's working, and then you're ready to put your upper back on, and you're ready to go. So a drop-in trigger is probably the most productive upgrade for your AR-15. And as you can see, the install process is very simple, that anybody can do with just a couple simple tools.